Christopher Ward has a new budget Explorer 2 killer. Isn't it Explorer 2 killer? Maybe that's a bit unfair on the Explorer 2, but it's definitely a great watch. I'm not a watch expert, I'm just a watch nerd. If you have any things to add, any things to criticize me for, I don't know, pop them in the comments below. And once you're down there, why not click subscribe? It really helps us out. I'd love that. If you do that and let me know in the comments, I will send you a hug. So, Christopher Ward has brought out a new Sealander model, the C63 Sealander GMT 36, if we are being pedantic. That name tells you quite a lot. Aesthetically, it's a Sealander. And if you're familiar with Christopher Ward, you will know what a Sealander looks like. It's a GMT. So it's got a GMT hand. We'll go into that in more detail in a bit. And it's 36 millimeters in diameter, which is also absolutely dank. What's cool about this watch? What's different about it? Well, first of all, I don't care if you want to know what's different about it. I want to go through what's the same about it, and then we'll go through the differences. It's powered by the same Sellita SW330-2 movement as the 39 millimeter bigger one. And it has to be said, something that the C63 is really massively doing is capitalizing hugely on the trend for smaller watches. And we like that. We like small watches. This is probably the smallest GMT Explorer, decent GMT Explorer on the market. It's the smallest one I'm aware of, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's flipping awesome. It's got a 3-link bracelet, which looks really cool and solid. I don't actually have any experience with Christopher Ward's bracelets, but I doubt it's bad. Christopher Ward gets praised for everything, so I doubt they have bad bracelets. It has a fixed bezel with 24-hour indices on the bezel. Every even number is actually written. Every odd number is just a dot, which means you can't get 3 time zones out of this GMT. It's only 2, but that's standard for Explorer watches, like a Black Bay Pro, Explorer 2. That's standard. I'm here for it. It's not a problem. Actually increases how rugged it is and its survivability, because the bezel can't break off or anything, so it actually works for an adventure watch. The GMT hand is also something that, if you like those other 2 watches I mentioned, is going to be very familiar. It's bright orange. It's a bright orange GMT hand, so you're going to be familiar with that. Icy white background. Looks really, really nice. Also got a date window at 6 o'clock, buried at the bottom of the dial. Again, really, really nice. Something you'll be quite familiar with. What's really impressive about this watch as well, actually, 36mm size, and it features a 56-hour power reserve, which is absolutely bloody phenomenal for a watch packing in this many features. And as I said, at this size, it's 150 meters waterproof, water resistant. We'll go with water resistant, which again, absolutely phenomenal. It's made of your standard 316L steel. Not a lot to talk about there. If you're familiar with 316L steel, it's the same as you can find on a Black Bay, a Patek Philippe, all of that jazz. It's got a 20mm lug width, so I could literally use these straps on it. I've got loads of 20mm straps. You could use any of them on it. And the movement has actually a really nice speed. It's 28,800 VPH, 28,800 VPH. Another standout feature of this watch, Terry, 150 meter water resistant, 36mm thick GMT Explorer with 56-hour power reserve. How thick would you think it is? Bearing in mind those pneumatics that we were just talking about 10 minutes ago were 8 to 10, like 8 to 9. Just 12. Very close, it's 11. 11 millimeters thick.
That was close.
You were, let's cut out the part where you said 20. Yeah, 11.15 millimeters thick. That is bloody believable. I think this watch is going to be phenomenal. When I first saw it, I was like, I'll be honest, the Sealander line, I don't dislike it. It just doesn't excite me. It just doesn't get me up and raring. But seeing this watch and the specs, I'm falling in love with smaller watches as I get older, as I grow as a person. I want things a bit more subtle. This watch looks fan-freaking-tastic. It's small, it's feature-rich, it's excellent. Its timing tolerance is plus or minus 20 seconds a day. You're paying £1,020 for this watch. So it's not going to have everything. It's a Sealander movement, but you've got all the other features. So stop being a negative Nelly. You also get different dial colors and you get a mixture of case sizes. So case sizes, we've only talked about the 36mm version so far because that's the only one I really care about, if I'm being honest. There's an option for a 39mm, which is also really cool. Most people will consider that the unicorn size, and it's still less than 12mm thick. So I'm all for it. Same strap size. You can literally use the same straps on the 39mm. That's absolutely phenomenal. And a 45.8mm lug width. So still a very decent watch. And even the same level of waterproofing. That's insane. The 36mm has a couple different dial color options. It's got a amazing like blue silver dragonfly color. Holy hell, that's awesome. And the orange on that background, that's really nice. It's got a black option. It's just pure black. And it's got that ice white. The 39mm has all of those same options, except it also has a hunter green, where it's like black graduating into green, into a very vibrant, like mossy green, or hunter green in the center, which is really, really cool. You also get a metric ton of bracelet and strap options. So you get that 3-link option, you get a consort bracelet where it's a 5-link, where it's the 2nd and 4th link fully polished. I wouldn't go for that because it's supposed to be an Explorer watch, and what's the point of polishing on Explorer watches? Let's be honest. There's a camel vintage oak leather with like light brown leather with cream contrast stitching, a black orange hybrid rubber, a black orange Tide Ocean material, a black vintage oak leather with white contrast stitching, green orange canvas. There's a lot of options and they are sick. That's only for the green dial 39mm, what I've just gone through there, and there's so many others. The point is, if you want a 36 or 39mm affordable GMT Explorer watch, like a polar dial, white dial, and you've been waiting for something like an Explorer 2 or something like that, get this. It's so customizable. I harp on about Hamilton, another really good, great, affordable brand, not having those strap options and stuff. Christopher Ward has nailed it. There is so much customizability and accessibility on this product. It's phenomenal. I guess the only thing I don't like about this watch is Christopher Ward's logo. Not a fan of their logo.
Never mind. Someone pointed out it's like a QR code.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Whomever you were on our last Bel Canto video and said that Christopher Ward's logo is like a barcode, I agree with you. I don't like their logo. Yeah, that's my only complaint about this watch. I love their logo, how it looks on a crown, weirdly enough, just don't like it on a dial. That's my only complaint about this watch. Otherwise, phenomenal specs, phenomenal everything else. So it's £1,020 for it, 36 or 39mm on the steel, £1,060 for it on the consort 5-link bracelet. The previous price was the 3-link. Leather and rubber, £905. But if you want that Tide Ocean material I mentioned, where I'm guessing it's recycled ocean plastic, it's £895. That's phenomenal. Chris Ward, you get a lot of love, and I understand it. Well done. If you have anything to say, anything to add, anything to tickle my pickle with, pop it in the comments. And why not? Give us a like. It makes me feel good. It makes Terry feel good. And also, why not subscribe? And if you subscribe as well, why not ding that bell icon so you never miss a video? Imagine that, not missing one of our videos. Because we do a lot of news at the moment. We thought January would be dead for watch releases. We are rushed off our feet. We can't keep up. We've got videos in the bank. Just rolling them out. Have a very good day, guys, and watch yourselves.